Farming in Minecraft is the most essential thing in the game, even though the word is not in it. We are going to make the most OP farms in all of Minecraft, starting with the iron farm. Okay guys, we are back in our illegal survival world. It has been quite a while. It's been a bit. We just finished making our gold farm. We built the piglet bartering farm. And then we got distracted with SkyGrid MC and Life for a Price, which, man, this world has kind of been forsaken. I'm hoping to make a bit more videos on but I want to keep this series going. But if you guys notice, I have been doing a bit of the work in the background. Look at our museum. It is really building up. It's looking really good. I'm really proud of how this turned out. So what we are going to do today, guys, we are going to build, we are going to go crazy on some farms because we are low on a lot of stuff. What we are going to do today, guys, is we are going to make 3 major farms. 3 farms that everyone needs to have in their world, and 3 farms that I probably should have made as in the early game. An iron farm, a raid farm, and a witch farm. So what we're probably going to do first is let's go ahead and get straight off the bat working on the iron farm. This is a very big illegal that was actually quite popular when it came out. It's really cool. I love it. But right now, as of now, we are not going to get it at this moment because we do need a bit more items just to make the container and its make the container that it's going to be living in. Wink wink, it's going to be a mob. So let's go ahead and let's work on the iron farm, get all the supplies for the iron farm, and let's go ahead and start building all of the stuff that we need. We are going to need a bit more wool for now because we do need 20 beds, but I've got shears so we can collect more wool as we're there. I'm going to place everything down, and let's go ahead and start getting this on the road. What we're going to go ahead and do is let's go ahead and build out the chamber. There we go. Now we have got holding cell done. So this is where all the iron golems will drop and fall into this little area. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and set up the water part of this farm. There we go. Now it's all in the middle. So now we have this small little 3x3 square where the iron golems will be pushed and put down right into lava. Now let's go ahead and set up the kill chambers. Let's dig out this little area. We'll drop down, set up our collection system. Now what we need to do is let's go ahead. We are going to have to set up our villager containers. This is going to be a pain, but we're going to have to do it anyway because this is what the farm runs off, villagers. Okay, so these capsules are ready. Now what we got to do, which is probably the most annoying part, we are going to have to get the villagers all the way over there. Okay, guys, so personally, I forgot one more rule. I am just, okay, so in this series, I am kind of making the rules up on the way, and I just thought of one. I'm having such a pain dealing with those villagers. Like, I cannot get them. There's so many. I need to get 20 of them, and I don't even have 20. So what I think I'm going to do is, since I have these items, I'm gonna go ahead and use a spawn villager. So if I go ahead and since I have access to these commands, go ahead and do /give at s115 and make sure this is the right one. Yes, this is the right one. We've already got 2 in there, so let's go ahead and give ourselves 17. And I'm making a rule in this series where I can only have 1 stack of illegals to use, like spawn, or like with certain things like spawn eggs. I'm able to use them. I can only have 64 of the spawn eggs, but like with the end portals, I can have as many of those as I want. And gateways, bedrock, like all these normal items that spawn NPCs, like I only have 64 of those to use. But in this, I'm gonna go ahead and make a rule in this series that I can only have a stack of the villagers for storage. So there we go. We got a stack of villagers. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fly all the way over there. We are gonna go ahead and spawn 18 villagers and to use in this farm. Okay, there we go. They are all now bobbing up and down. So finally we can go ahead and place all of the beds that we need. Let's go ahead and build out the platform, and then the farm should be going after that. Okay, so now we have the beds are all linked up, so they should all be connected. And what we're going to need to do is we need to go ahead and connect all of these villagers to a workstation. So let's go ahead and place down a workstation. And if it connects, okay, there's one all the way over there. So all we need to do now, we need to go ahead and break a block and place it. Okay, now all of the fletching tables are in. As you can hear, it is working. Look at that. It's working really well too. Let's go. Finally, we've got an iron farm, a way to get iron, because we have been seriously running low. Oh my goodness, this is going to be such a productive episode. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up. We are done with the iron farm. Alright, I think what we're going to go ahead and do next is probably the witch farm. The witch farm is really needed because I am running really low on gunpowder. So let's go ahead and gather the materials for the witch farm. I do know an area that has a witch farm. It's not too far away. Okay, this is all we need. That is like really easy. So this is gonna be like the easiest farm that we have ever made. Okay, so I know where it is. It's somewhere, I think it's in this direction. Let's go ahead with 22 rockets, fly about 2,000 blocks, 3,000 blocks in this direction. I'll see you guys when we're at there she is. There is the witch hut. Now let's go ahead and swoop down and kill the witch inside, because I don't want to die from any witch. So let's go ahead and... There we go. Okay, she is dead. We should have no problems with the witch. So let's go ahead and set up our portal. Okay, so we've got everything set up. Okay, so we are here. Okay, thank goodness everything worked out. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this thing into a witch farm. It should be really easy. We've got everything set up. Let's go and go down. Crafting table, ender chest, and our bed, just in case we ever die. So let's go ahead and go up here. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is clear out this area. What we need to do is go ahead and place all of these glass panes. And then we have to close this area down so it's completely dark. And what we need to do is we need to go out a total of 30 blocks. So right here is 1,088. So let's go ahead and go out 1,058. And we'll just need to wait here for about 30 minutes until just maybe a few witches spawn. Okay, there we go. Look at that. The witches are spawning. So what we can go ahead and do is let's go ahead and mine out all the glass panes, except for the ones that are enclosing the witches. Oops. Okay, so this is the block that they are spawning on. So let's go ahead and break this block. And this is the block that they're spawning on. I'm gonna break this block and replace it with a cobblestone. Okay, so now we know that where these witches are. Let's go and kill them all. Okay, let's go ahead and grab all our farm materials. Let's go ahead and get building this thing. Let's go ahead and build a system that will push them off. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and set up the kill chamber, which is the easiest part of them all. So it's just this, that, and then a bunch of observers. Go ahead and throw the trident in. So now when we go ahead and set this thing off, I'm going to start pushing it. And when I release it, now it's going to be an infinite loop. Trident killer. Let's go. That's perfect. So what they're going to do is they'll spawn, drop down, and they'll instantly get killed by the trident killer. Which you need to encase it. Now what we need to do is go ahead and dig down a few blocks. Go ahead and set up our store system, 2 chests, a hopper. Then we're going to need to place, and then we're also going to need to place 1 minecart with hopper, and then we should block it off. So now when we go ahead and place the ladders, should be able to throw, like, I don't know, a potion in there. And if it hasn't already, yes, it will go into the minecart with hopper. That now this thing should be fully functioning. We're gonna have to go ahead and cover up any of these showing blocks. Okay, so now what we are going to need to do is we need to go ahead and build up 30 blocks from this point. So let's go ahead and go all the way up. So 1, 2. Okay, we are at 30 blocks. So now go ahead and build this out. So now this farm is completely set up. That is amazing. Let's go and mine some of this stuff out. There we go. And as you can hear, you can already hear some witches dying, which is perfect. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go and set this farm off running, and I'm gonna try to get as much gunpowder as I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and AFK, and I'll see you guys when we are ready to make our raid farm. Okay, guys, we have been AFKing for quite a while. We have got tons of stuff. I actually went ahead. I got so much gunpowder from the witch farm, but we also got tons and tons of iron. We can go ahead and craft these all into blocks. This is insane how much iron we have. Oh my goodness. This is awesome. That was an awesome grinding session for those 2 farms. Those 2 farms were so worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this shulker box and get all of the stuff. Oh boy, we have even more gunpowder than I expected. Oh boy. That's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this shulker box out and fill it with the items that we need for the raid farm. And we're gonna go ahead and fly out to the pillager outpost and get building. Okay, guys, we have got all of the stuff that we need. I think I know the coordinates of a pillager outpost. It's somewhere in that direction, so we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find it. So let's go ahead and pack everything up to be it. So let's go ahead and fly off, and I'm gonna go ahead and find that pillager outpost. Okay, here is the outpost. Really not too far from our base. But yeah, it's like it's 1,500 blocks away. So it is far, but it's not too far. So let's go ahead and kill these ones. Okay, there we go. Okay, all of them should be dead. That's all. So now that we got everything in place, we can go ahead and start placing glass panes. We want to figure out where these guys are spawning. There we go. He's right here. Let's go. So this is where all the villager captains are going to be spawning. Okay, so let's go ahead and do what we did for the witches. Remove all of these. There we go. So now he's entrapped this one little area. And let's go ahead and start to set up the kill chamber. Okay, there we go. The kill chamber is completely done. And now when they spawn, they should be immediately pushed off by that glass block, put down by that water system, and then we have this little switch down here to turn on the trident killer. That is awesome. And then once they die, they'll go straight into here. That is perfect. We can go ahead and create the spawning platform for the pillagers once we have the bad omen. So let's go ahead. If we need to go ahead and grab these shulker boxes. We're gonna need a few leaves. Let's go and grab these leaves. We're gonna go ahead and start building up 30 blocks. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now this thing should be completely working. There we go. So now we can go ahead and set up the kill chamber for the area. Oh look, a pillager patrol. Go ahead and build up the kill chamber. So so it's going to be down here. 1, 2, 3. Now we can go ahead. This is going to be a temporary storage system. I may later on set up a storage system all the way at the bottom. But for now, I'm not going too crazy. I just need I just need the emeralds. So let's go ahead and grab minecart. There we go. Now we have got our storage system. Now we can go ahead and set up the actual area where the villagers will spawn. So let's go ahead and build up. We can go ahead and start placing this around here. Now the kill chamber should look something like this. So let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see, it will fall all the way down there. Let's go ahead and see if I can get out of here. May have to... There we go. Okay, so now what we can go ahead and do, we can go ahead and set up the villager area where the villager will go, and then the farm should be completely ready to go. This will look something. It will just cover this bed in leaves so that the raiders won't spawn. And now we are able to go ahead and place our villager right in there. And sooner or later, he will connect to the bed. There we go. And once he sleeps, we'll be able to cover him off. Thankfully, it's night's coming. So after this, the farm should be done. And break all these blocks beneath them. The bed will be exposed. The villager, I don't think is good. Maybe if he does wake up, he'll be in the leaves, but he will not be able to move whatsoever. So finally, we are going to need to place tons of leaves on top of this villager outpost so that they will not spawn. Okay, so now this thing should be completely ready to go. So we can go ahead and test this out. We should be able... Oh my goodness. Just put a block there just in case. Switch this lever on. All the pillagers in there should die. Now I can go ahead and get all the way up here. Then once I get into this spot, actually, we need to break these shulker boxes. Later, yeah, there we go. A raid should start. And hopefully, oh, another one goes. And then hopefully they all... Oh, we need to turn this on. Okay, the first wave is over with. What I'm really worried about, let's turn this down, is that the Ravagers will not spawn, or will not fall down. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. I know I do have a fix for it just in case if it doesn't work. Oh, this thing functions with Ravagers. Oh, that's awesome. I did not know that. Oh, that's awesome. By the way, all the farms that have been made in this series were built by JC Plays. I followed his tutorial. Definitely do not recommend checking him out. He has some really good farms going all the way back to 1.14. So all I have to do is scroll through his channel and I'll find them. It's really useful. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Witches are gone. Oh my goodness, guys. This is a completely working raid farm. I'm going to AFK here for a while. And then we can go ahead and get our next illegal, which that is going to be really cool. I'm also going to fill up a shulker box of totems because... why not? Okay, guys, we have AFK'd here long enough. We have got a full shulker box of totems of Undyne and quite a few emeralds. So let's go ahead and head back home. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what the next illegal we are going to get. Okay, we are back. So what we're going to need to do is let's go ahead and get some rails because these are some mobs and a really cool mob at that. So we are going to need some rails and 16 minecarts. Thankfully, we got tons of these. So let's go. You're going to need 16 minecarts. So I think where we are going to put this exhibit is we are going to put it right here. This is a very cool exhibit. This is something to do with dogs. It's a very, very cool illegal. So I've already said that, but it's probably one of the more famous illegals. Silent Whisperer, kind of made it popular by showing it in his video. Place blocks in between just so that the minecarts will not move. So what this illegal is, as I said, it has something to do with dogs. And there was a glitch in Minecraft that if you spawn dogs with a certain tag, they would become a different color. Now, by different color, I don't mean like the new dogs in 1.21 that are different like breeds or whatever. I'm talking about actually different colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I mean. So if I go ahead and do /execute at S with, remember, without a space. This is how we're able to do this in Bedrock. /summon wolf. And if I go ahead and put this tag, Minecraft on tame. And if I go in and look down, we have got Clifford, the big red dog. So if I go ahead and push him into this minecart, look at that. And I can go ahead and get tons of these guys. And this is not even just the cool, this isn't the entire illegal that's cool. So we have got 16 dogs, see? Now, what the one thing about these dogs is that we can change their color. I'm going to show you guys, and you guys are going to be blown away. So if I go ahead and grab green, if I go ahead and take a die and walk up to one of these dogs, I'm going to have them in rainbow color. This is orange, yellow, light green, green. If I go ahead and right click this dog with the die, we are able to change their color. What is this? This is, I don't know how Mojang's messed this up. I don't even know why they're different colors. They just are. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get every single different type of dog, ranging from red all the way to black. So we're going to have to go on a flower spree here. I don't think we have any of them. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. And I'm going to go ahead and dye all of these guys furs, or whatever you want to say, call them. Okay, there we go. We have got our own little display for these dogs. This is so cool. Look at these dogs. They're insane. I am so going to take a picture of them. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get this museum finished. Like, all the villagers lined up here, all the way back here, and then you have these dogs over here. This is going to be so cool. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. We have got so much done in today's episode. This has been so productive. We have got our iron farm all the way over there. As you can see, we got our witch farm somewhere over there, and we got our raid farm all the way over there. And then we also got all of these dogs. We have done so much in today's episode. Please consider hitting that like button, smashing that subscribe button, ringing the notification bell, and comment down below if you are loving these dogs. These dogs are so cool. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. My name is G Minion, and goodbye.